Hi Willow class, happy Tuesday. Today we're going to be thinking about our topic, are we fighting for or against the planet? And we're going to be thinking about the oceans again. And some of our learning will be geography based, thinking about the layers of the ocean and thinking about finding oceans and mapping them on a map. And our other focus will be on science and thinking about classification keys, and can we make our own classification key for ocean animals and ocean creatures. So that's our focus for today. I really hope you enjoy. We're coming to the end of our topic now. This is week 4. Next week will be week 5, and then the following week after that will actually be our half-term holiday. So we've got this week and next week to finish off our topic, and then after the holidays we'll be starting a brand new topic. So I hope that makes sense, and I really hope you enjoy the lessons today. So I shall see you for task A next. Task A today, we are thinking about and we are learning to understand the different layers of the ocean. Think about life under the sea and ocean layers. So warming up today, can you have a little look at the website that I've given you and have a look at the video? And if you go to the bottom of the page, there's a quiz for you to try out. So that's how you can warm up today. And for your main task, I've got some information here about the different layers of the ocean, which I've actually copied over from a PowerPoint. It's a little bit small. If you want to see it in a bigger format, I've got a link there for you to try to see if you can see a little bit bigger at home. Please read the information and write down 3 to 5 new facts that you've learned about the different ocean layers. Okay, so here are the PowerPoint pages and the information. So I want you to read it. And that one there's a little bit turned on the side, so it all fitted on one page, so you had less pages to print out at home, because I know lots of you are printing out the work. So you've got that there, or remember you can click on this link to find a bigger version of the PowerPoint. Write down your facts. If you want to take it further, then I've got a worksheet which is linked to the work that you've just read about, and you've got 3 pages. You've got the creatures in the layers of the ocean. So here are your layers. Have a little look, see how it's split up into different layers. And it's already got the bottom layer there for you, okay? So it's already got the facts about the bottom layer. Then you've got a picture of the different layers. And you've got to cut out these labels and put them into the right layer. This one's already been done for you. And then it says draw, or again, you could just cut out the different animals and creatures of the ocean, and can you put them in the right layer of the ocean where you would probably find them. We are learning to develop our map reading skills, and I've given you a little map here to begin with, which should be a little bit of a help. Warming up, can you use an atlas, the internet, look at the picture I've given you above, or look in non-fiction books to help you identify the 5 main oceans of the world? And can you complete them by labeling them in the right spots? Okay. Be really, really careful when you're copying out those words, because these might be new words for some of you. So think about copying them out really carefully, and also think about the fact that these are proper nouns. So they're going to need a capital letter. So once you've warmed up, your main task, I would like you to read the information about the world's largest oceans and seas below, and then I'd like you to write or cut and stick the oceans and seas onto the map, and then colour the map in. So here's your information. There's some amazing facts. And then here is your map. So on your map, I'd like you to label the main oceans and the main seas and colour it in, please. The answers are below if you'd like to find the answers later on. And if you'd like to take it further, then on this link, I've put a PowerPoint which has got an Oceans of the World quiz, which might be quite fun. So that is your task B today. So for task C, we are learning to use a key to identify an animal, and we're thinking about sea creatures classification. And to warm up, we're going to recap how to actually use a classification key. These are sometimes called a flow chart or a flow diagram as well. There's a website for you to have a look at if you'd like to as another warm-up. Here's your main warm-up. I'd like you to cut and stick these mini beasts into the correct place on this classification key. So we start off with our first question, and that then leads us to other questions until we get to our answer. So the first question, has the animal got legs? Yes or no? Okay, let's go to no first. Has it got a shell? Yes or no? Okay, so can you work out which mini beasts they are just from those questions we've answered? The first one, has the animal got legs, and has it got a shell? So if it has got legs, yes. Has it got wings? Yes or no? Has it got more than 8 legs? Yes or no? Is something for you to have a warm up and get used to using a classification key again. Okay, so we're thinking about using a flowchart or a classification key. And then your main task, I'd like you to create your own classification key or flowchart to sort different animals that live under the water. Or maybe that's a little bit tricky. Maybe you want to think about animals that use the water or go in the water. Okay, and I'd like you to think about what kind of questions you're going to use, and are your questions specific to a certain animal? Will I be able to know exactly which creature you're talking about by the questions that you ask? So you can draw out your answers, you can just write the names, or if you'd like to find the pictures online and print them out, you can do that for your completed classification key. I've got some examples below which I'll quickly flick to for you to see, just to give you an idea and maybe to think about the different questions you're going to use for your classification key. So here is a classification of animals, so you can see some of the different questions and statements that you can go through to get to your answer. Here is a classification key that has been created by a pupil in a class, and they've created theirs online on the computer. You maybe want to do that, or you can write it. It's totally up to you. Here is another one. Oh, this is a bit blurry, isn't it? But it gives you an idea of the fact that a classification key can have lots of different questions and can go on for quite a long time. If you're feeling a bit unsure about what you're doing, I've got a little bit of information here about what a classification key is, if you want to read it. And then if you want to take it further, can you crack the code by adding and subtracting to find out the name of these sea creatures? So we've got another crack the code. We've got some more information, amazing facts, if you want to read about them. And then if you're going to print this out, I'm having to turn my head like this. You've got some addition and subtraction questions, and your alphabet and your answers are here. So you need to put in the answers to what you find to crack the code. I hope you enjoy, and I can't wait to see what you create today.